You grew up all the time. You've been a Claremore resident. Uh, what we like to ask when we're talking on these is how Claremore is different today than when you were in the high school.
In the years of myself and, all the guys I ran around with, Steve Neely was in that class, George Pritchard, Steve Clark, Paul Pixley. Quite a few of us are here still that graduated in that class. Robert Hurst, who's now deceased, he was in that class. And the list goes on.
Oh, yeah. And all successful Claremore businessmen, pretty much.
I think there's only one guy wound up in prison out of my class.
Is that right?
But other than that,
we won't mention him for various reasons.
Claremore, when we were kids, which would also include you in that time period, was so much what it was like the preceding 25 or 30 years. Mm-hmm. It really didn't change that much. I mean, Nemar, to the best of my remembrance, wasn't built until after we got out of high school.
No, it was built when I was in the service, which would have been 67, 68.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there really wasn't anything that side of town, except very little.
Had no reason to go across the tracks.
Not really, unless you go in the swimming pool or the memorial or OMA. But other than that, or out of town, going to Collinsville.
And a little golf.
But no, Claremore then was a Claremore that we enjoyed that was very, very much like what my dad enjoyed. I mean, if you ask me how many people are in Claremore at the time, I'd say 5,000, maybe 5,500. But pretty much the merchants in Claremore were the same or in the same place, maybe a different name, is what my dad, experienced, 20 years earlier. I say 20 years earlier, 42 and 68, whatever the difference is. But Claremore is just a solid town, and the merchants and the business leaders were very much in tune with making Claremore a nicer place.